Hey guys, welcome back to Karting with Chris. Today's video is going to be the Summer 2 pre-final race. Now for this race, the race director actually deemed this a wet race. But as you can currently see, it is blue skies, a little bit of clouds, and perfectly dry. So leading up to this race, all weather channels pointed to this being a wet race. And so not too many people signed up for this race. And so we only have 10 people. Usually we have 15 or more people, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to have a crappy race. So before we begin, I'm going to give you the driver lineup, and again, I don't want to botch anyone's name, so here it is. We're going to be starting in third, which is a pretty good spot to start in. I guess first is the best spot, but third is pretty good, and you can see that the gap between third and second and even first is about half a second. So going into this race, I got the mindset that the top two people, if given the chance, can and will pull away from me. So I just got to really get my nose in there. Starting in third, I can jump into second pretty easily. I just got to stay on the bumper of first place. So we're coming out of the last couple of corners of the warm-up lap here. We've got my brother directly behind me, so hopefully we can get some twin power going and really take this battle to the podium. So we're going down the back straight here, we're looking at the flagman, we're waiting for him to wave green, and he waves a flag and we're good to go. So right off the bat we're going to jump into second place here, and now we've got our brother directly behind us in third place. And the first place guy, that's Ethan in front of us, he has slightly pulled away from us in these first couple of corners, and that's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. So we just got to nail these couple of corners and catch up to him. So coming out of the chicane, we can see Ethan just got a little too much of that curbing and has caused him to slow down, and we have now caught up to him in turn 7. My brother from behind is getting challenged by Ava, and now Ava's in third place. Hopefully I can work together with Ethan and pull away from third place so it just becomes a battle for first. Coming out of these last couple of corners, we can see that Ethan took it a little bit better than me, so he is quite a bit ahead of me, and I'm not quite in that draft zone. But coming through turn 1, we have caught up just a little bit. Turn 2, it's about even. Turn 3, I noticed he was just a little bit faster than me, but the chicane is really where I noticed I was just always catch up to him. See, going through the chicane here, we just got a better exit, and now we're really catching up to him. So at this point of the race, I have fully realized that although the top two people were half a second faster than me in qualifying, I'm pretty sure I can keep up to them as long as I don't make any major mistakes. So coming out of these last couple of corners, we're ending lap 2, we're about to start lap 3, and I've realized that we're not quite pulling away from Ava the way I thought we would. She's still within my draft, so the chances of me and Ethan pulling away from her are pretty low. There's still a chance she could mess up, but highly unlikely. So coming out of turn 3 and then going through the chicane up here, we're going to push Ethan. We're not going to go for any moves. We're going to wait, because if I go for a move right now, he's just going to pass me later on in the race, and we don't want to be constantly fighting, because that'll give opportunities to Ava behind us, and that'll also give an opportunity for the fourth place person to catch up to us. To explain the tactics for this race, first you got to know what happens for the final. So the winner of the pre-final, or wherever you finish in the pre-final, that's where you start in the final, and then the actual podium and prizes are awarded to the top 3 finishers in the final. So for this race, we want to be in either first or third place, because we don't want to start in second for the final race. So at this point of the race, I'm thinking to myself, Ethan definitely wants to hold on to first place. I mean, why wouldn't you? But Ava behind, if given the chance, she will go for first. Of course, I'm not a mind reader, but I'm pretty sure if at all costs she wants to stay in third so she can have the inside for the final race. So I'm just going to try and go for first place here. I'm pretty sure Ava's not going to try and pass me. If she does, then I'll get third place, and I'm fine with that. So we're on lap 5 right now. We're going through turn 3. And going through the chicane, I can feel Ava is right behind me. I give Ethan a little push, and then Ava actually pushes me. And I think Ethan and I had pretty similar top ends. I'm pretty sure Ava had a little bit more top end than both of us. So if it's going to come to a drag race, Ava's definitely going to win. But again, like I said before, I'm pretty sure she's not going to try and go for a move on me. So we're still sitting in second, and at this point of the race, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm faster than Ethan. So going into turn 2, I'm actually pushing him. So I think if I go for a move on him, turn 2 might be the place to go for it. Turn 3, you can see he pulls away from me, so going through 7 might be a little tricky, but we've got the draft, so as you can see, we can still catch up to him and probably get a slingshot effect. So we're on lap 6, we're about to start the second to last lap, and as we all know, the second to last lap is where people start going defensive and going for moves. So we're right on his bumper, and he's going to go narrow through turn 1. He's going to have to hold the line, and I'm going to swoop out wide, try and get a better exit than him, and get him into turn 2. I wasn't enough beside him into turn 2, so I backed off. I thought better of it. Going through turn 3, we know he's a little bit faster, and as we can see, he is now pulled away from us. Not a lot, just a little bit, but coming out of the chicane, he is going to go defensive, and he has to hold that narrow line. So going into 7, I'm going to try and get the cut back on him and see if he messes up. But going through 7, we bang into him, not on purpose, and he holds the inside very nicely, so we weren't able to get the cut back on him. Coming out of these last couple of corners, we're going to try and do the same thing last time and try and, widen that corner and try and get him into turn 2. We got a better run on him this time. And so on the exit of turn 1, we are now right beside him going into turn 2. We've got the inside line, so we are now technically in first place. He holds it around the outside, and he has the inside for turn 3. I'm not going to challenge him in the chicane. I'm going to stay right behind him. I'm going to go for the move into 7. Coming out of 7, he goes very defensive. Ava's pushing me, and we are now fully ahead of him. Going into 7, he sends it. I saw it coming, looking for the outside, trying to hold it around the outside. He goes defensive through the last couple of corners. I'm going to widen it to get a better run on him at the exit. We're going to slide into that slipstream, pull along the side at the very end. It's going to be a drag race to the finish, and we end up finishing in first place.
He done it!
Your time is up, my time is now.
So really good racing from Ava and Ethan. They both did really clean, really close, really tight racing, and I really enjoyed that race. And I also enjoyed what Deke said. So I'm probably going to make that my new ringtone. Of course, like I said before, there's still the final to go, so hopefully we can keep this momentum going. And I actually did do a post-race interview. It didn't turn out very well. You couldn't really hear me, so sorry about that. Also, a huge shout out to the people in front of the camera right now. They were cheering me on. A lot of people congratulated me. Love the community we have here. And again, awesome racing from Ava and Ethan. Huge shout out to those guys. But that's all I have for today. If you liked the video, please subscribe. And if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, please comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.